guys, it's your boy, the Big Rob Theory, and today I have a very special guest joining me for this video, Rashad G Reviews. He's going to be helping me review for you guys Battleship. Before I get into it, I'm going to let Rashad do his thing, so guys, please check out his section of this video and check out his channel too. The link to his channel is going to be in the box below. So definitely check out his review and check out his channel and all the videos that he has going. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to Rashad.
Big Rob, what's the deal? Pickles is everything kosher. So yeah, it's been a minute, but here we are back again, and this time you got me watching Battleship. Alright. Big dog. You know, alright. Anthony Perez likes to troll me with some of those Disney movies because he knows I'm gonna shit on them. And I'm not sure if you gave me this movie because you thought I was gonna crap on it, or if this is one of those that's like near and dear to your heart and you really love it and you figure, okay, Rashad might like it too, so I'm gonna give that to him. If that's the case, part two of that, if that's the case, I'm sorry, man. I found this to be a snooze fest. When I first turned it on, I saw the runtime of 2 hours. I said, holy shit, this is going to be long. And honestly, it felt like a 4-hour movie. Now, this is not going to be a rant. I'm not going to totally shit on this movie. There were things that I did enjoy, all right? I'm assuming you're going into some spoilers here, but I don't want to go into too many just in case you are going to not go into spoilers. But this is not really a spoiler, but the scene where they're in the water, which is most of the second half of the movie, and that big-ass ship, that alien ship is there, and they had the little battles or whatever. Okay, I thought that all of that was cool, all right? But as I'm watching this movie, it's just something, I just can't get Transformers out of my mind. This puts me in the mind of Transformers and Armageddon. It's like Transformers and Armageddon smashed and produced a baby, and that was Battleship. And I found out it was directed by Peter Berg, who directed my favorite football movie, Friday Night Lights. I love Peter Berg. He kind of missed the mark on this one. This was a Transformers ripoff, and it's based off of a board game, which I never played. I've seen the commercials over and over again. You sunk my battleship, you know what I'm saying? Never played the game, so the movie wasn't terrible. It just wasn't, it wasn't that good. And I found myself dozing off a lot. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting old, and I'm probably getting at that age where as soon as I sit down, I go to sleep, but I had a hard time keeping my eyes open. And I hope you're not watching this review and going, Rashad, you tripping. Maybe I am. I was not feeling this. Even when the action got going, I was like, okay, that's cool, but I don't care. I think what really ruined this was, first impressions are everything. So the first impression of this movie was, okay, this is going to be a cheese fest action movie that should be fun, and I should have a good time with it, even though the acting's bad, the dialogue is terrible. The guy that played John Carter, I forgot his name, he's the main guy in here. He sucks as a character, and I'm not too crazy about him as an actor. This movie just got off on the wrong foot. The whole thing about breaking into a store and stealing a chicken burrito for a Michael Bay movie model, I wasn't feeling it. I think if they would have trimmed off more fat in this movie, maybe I would have enjoyed it more, but I think they wanted us to care somewhat about these characters, which I didn't. And not to mention, is that somebody knocking on my door? Was that you? Yeah. Oh, I thought somebody was knocking at my damn door, but scared the shit out of me. What, the one thing that I did like is when they got to near the end, where they got the real war veterans to come on the ship, and I thought that part was cool. When I looked it up, those were actual war veterans. So I was like, okay, that's a good touch to the movie and a good homage to our veterans that fought for our country. You know what I mean? So I did appreciate that. But other than that, snooze fest. The aliens were very forgettable. Some cool visuals, some cool effects. The thing with the balls that was coming through and smashing shit. But other than that, this movie was a little bit below, I can't even talk, below mediocre, and I wasn't feeling it. So overall, I give Battleship a C-. Maybe with some tequila, I might enjoy it, but I watched it sober, and I kept falling asleep. So I'm sorry, Rob. I wasn't feeling this one, man. C- is what I got for Battleship. I think this was not a very good movie by Peter Berg. Just from what he's put out, I expected more from him. But anyways, that's all I got. The floor is back to you, Rob. Thank you for having me in this video once again, and looking forward to the next one, bro.
Thanks again to Rashad G for joining me. I enjoyed checking out your review, and again, I appreciate you being part of this video with me, man. Alright, so let me get into Battleship. So this movie is directed by Peter Berg, came out in 2012, and I really love this movie, not just because of the sci-fi aspect, but because of the real-world aspect pertaining to the premise behind this movie, Alien Contact. There are a lot of big names in this movie. I'm just gonna have some visuals to show you guys about like some of the people that are in this movie, because I don't really want to name every single person that's in this movie, but there are a lot of great actors and actresses in this movie that I love. I'm really excited to talk to you guys about this movie today. So the premise behind this movie is Alien Contact. To start things off, NASA came up with a project called the Beacon Project. This was aimed at contacting any alien life forces that might be out in the solar system. Mini spoiler, contact was made, contact was received, and there was a response. And this movie gets real crazy after about 45 minutes, maybe a little less. But yeah, this movie gets really crazy. The response comes in the wave of 5 ships entering into the atmosphere and making contact. So I won't give away too much because this movie is about, what, 8, 9 years old. If you haven't seen it by now, then, you know, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of things about it, or maybe you've had friends who have talked about it. So in the movie, NASA calls the planet that these alien forces come from, or whatever they deemed that where they came from, Planet G. Some big names that are in this movie, as I said earlier, I won't get into every big actor that's in this movie, but there are a lot of great people in this movie, such as Liam Neeson, Alexander Skarsgård, Rihanna, Taylor Kitsch, who was also Gambit in the atrocious Wolverine movie from back in the day. Ooh, gosh. Tadanobu Asano, Arnish Linklater, Jean Tu, Jesse Plemons. All these people played great roles in the movie. I did say earlier that I really like this movie, and I do. One reason I said earlier was because of the real life aspect of, you know, us as humans wanting to communicate with alien life, if you believe in that. Another reason is because of how small we as humans looked. And I know that sounds weird, me saying I like that, but let me explain. We as human beings are not as advanced as these forms that were in the movie, these forms of advanced life, you know? So it was really interesting to see how powerless, with all the military installations that we have and all the technology that we have, in the movie they were still so powerless to stop something from making mass destruction and mass extinction, as one character said in the movie. This movie has got such great action, great plot points, and great suspense in certain moments. I mean, you can definitely tell when something's about to happen, or, you know, you can kind of tell with certain instances in this movie. But overall, the acting was really, really good. The small humor points that they put in every now and then were great, and the soundtrack was awesome. A lot of great AC/DC songs. I was heavily impressed, and I was jamming out too. The cinematography in this was phenomenal. Yes, a lot of it was CGI, but still, it takes true talent and really good talent to perfectly sync CGI and real life aspect things. Obviously a lot of the stuff in there, again, I said, was CGI. A lot of movies have CGI and real life things in it too, but you know, when it comes to like alien movies and like video game movies made into live action and cartoons made into live action, it can get a little bit dicey to get it looking right so that fans are really impressed. You know, it sucks that people are so critical on movies, especially when you see where movies came from, you know. But I get it. I'm critical about my own things too. But yeah, the cinematography was great. The scenery was amazing, especially obviously when they went to Hawaii in the movie.
My dad said they'd come. He said we ain't alone.
There's a military base there that is their base of communications. And that's one main thing in the movie is, yeah, they sent 5 scouting ships, but in order to overtake something, you need to establish a base of communications. So if you need reinforcements, they can come quickly and swiftly. So that was like the main thing of these alien beings, was establishing a basis of communications so that they can get their reinforcements from their wherever they are in their solar system to come to Earth and take over. I finally remembered something that I said earlier. I said something about Planet G. So the aliens came from a solar system called the Galilee Solar System. Sorry, Galilee Solar System, Planet G. That's what the analysts and NASA in this movie came up with that they came from, where they came from. There was a quote that was said by Colonel Mick, or ex-Colonel Mick in the movie. He says, "Half a man ain't enough to make a soldier." That's honestly such an amazing quote that he lost both of his legs. He was in rehabilitation. And it's so amazing to see, hear something like that, because it just shows the defeat in himself after losing his legs, and it's understandable. A lot of people, they go off to war and they go do these things. They fight for their countries and they fight for the people they love, and they lose a lot more than just limbs. Even though this is a movie, it really is such a great way to display emotion from an ex-soldier. A lot of us who haven't been to war or don't associate with that, you don't really know what these people go through, and if you don't have any family members that are in the Army or Navy, the Marines, the different sections, you don't know the PTSD that they go through and everything that happens. Again, yes, this is a movie and everything, but I also want to touch on that because both my parents were in the Army. I have a lot of friends who have relatives and loved ones in the Army. And some of our friends, my boy Anthony and I, we have a friend, his name is John Kobus. He was in the Army for a while, and I believe he's still doing it. It's an honor to know these people and to talk to these people about their experiences, because communication is everything. It really helps to talk to people about things because you never know what they're dealing with. So I know I deviated away from the movie a little bit, but I just had to get my 2 cents in there about that. Thank you guys for joining me in this review and kind of monologue a little bit. Apologize about that. And thank you, Rashad G, for joining me in this review. If you liked this video and liked both of our points about this movie, please like this video and comment down below, and give Rashad G a subscription, man. Definitely go over to his channel and check out his videos. A lot of my YouTube friends, Rashad G Reviews, The Z Review, Anthony Perez, Q Reviews, Anyone Kenobi, Terry Talks, the list goes on and on. You got to check out these people. The YouTube community that we have is great. I know I missed some of the YouTube friends that I have. I apologize, but I will definitely get you guys in another video. You guys will see more collab videos, so thanks again for watching. Leave us your thoughts and opinions. We would love to hear them. Until the next one, guys.